My name's Derek Day. I'm 30 years old from Muskegon, Michigan. I grew up in a Christian home, and later on in high school started making compromises that led to addictions, which eventually worsened and led to a very dark time in my life. And through that, I surrendered my life back to Christ, and now I'm here at ATC. I struggled with mental health problems that led me to becoming jobless, homeless, in and out of jail due to addiction. Through all that, I felt God working in me even when I was still using. And it seemed like I kept getting busted every time I turned around and getting arrested. And when I'd make a phone call, I found out that many people have been praying for me. And those prayers were answered for me. It saved my life. And I got an opportunity to come into ATC and to clear my mind and to spend time with God, and it's changed my life. What stood out the most to me with this place is the structure and discipline that I needed from being homeless, and certain milestones that I had along the way was being baptized, moving to Upper Grove, and actually completing something which I really need from the life I was living. And I've also learned a lot about God's character and the importance of love and obedience in my Christian walk, and that regardless of the past, that there's still a future and a hope for me. I've learned here this year that living in a community of other believers can be tough, but through support and prayer, we make each other stronger in the Lord, and it's actually not as hard as it seems. For the first month I got here, I spent the first few weeks trying to find any way I could out of here. I tried to call different programs, see if I could go home to my parents' house, any way I could to get out of having to be here for a year. And through those doors being shut, and through circumstances and other people, God later on gave me peace of being here, and I knew I was exactly where I needed to be. And looking back on it, I can see that God was working then and through this whole time. Two of our core values at ATC are God's Word and prayer. And by being in the Word and praying, I felt God's love and peace, and just knowing that I'm gaining a closer relationship with Him. So after leaving here, I have a place lined up where I can stay. I'm also learning a trade. God's redeemed so many things in my life. I have a great church to go home to, and I'm going to find ways that I can hopefully serve there. And my vision really is to just see what His vision is for my life. Jesus is the answer. That's all I'm going to say.